Hello, welcome, I'm Devil Sniper and this is my career mode on FIFA 12 and we're going to take on Newcastle. So our match difficulty is going to be world class, half length 4 minutes, and we're going to download the latest squads used. So I fancy doing something different. I fancy doing a career mode and I thought it'd be nice to have a challenge, which would be Newcastle. I think Newcastle are a good challenge. They have a good basis of a squad. They have some really good players. They have CC, Bar, Tiato, and I quite like the way they play, to be honest. So what we're going to do first of all, we're going to have a look through their squad, see what the valuations are of certain players. One player I want to get rid of is Guthrie. I want to get him out, farm him out, just get him out of the team. Don't want him in there. So yeah, I'm quite intrigued. You know, we've got Ben Arthur. That for me is a big key player, Ben Arthur. Gonna have to have a look at their formation, see what sort of formation they play. I quite enjoy playing a 4-2-1-2, but we'll see. As you can see, Domestic Cup, they obviously want me to reach the final. It's quite a high objective. League, they want me just to qualify for the Euro League, which, you know, I think is realistic. That's the whole point of this series. This is what I'm hoping to do. And yeah, that's going to be a good challenge. And of course, the transfer market is open, which is very, very important. So straight off the bat, we get an offer from Everton for Ben Arthur, 7 million. No sir, no can do. Got to keep hold of Ben Arthur. He's a key figure within the team. So they play with a 4-4-2. I'm not sure I'm going to adapt very well to that. As you can see, most of the team doesn't have a great deal of depth. Some decent players, sort of hiding out in the lower reaches, but nothing too amazing, unfortunately. So first off, what we're going to do is I want to look for a centre back, and I thought, you know what, Tottenham signed this lad, a young lad, 24 years old, from Ajax, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a crack at him. So I'm going to go a bit OT. 8.5 million is what they estimate he's worth, so I'm going to go at 12.5, just 4 million over the top. I probably could pick him up for about 10 or 11. Depends how FIFA's feeling. So I'm going to offer 12 anyway. Fingers crossed I'll get him. I really would like Christian Eriksen, but yeah, no, that ain't going to happen. Not unless I've got in excess of 30 million. Which was really disappointing. One thing I was really disappointed about was Mike Ashley. And as you can see, Guthrie, I'm going to sell him. QPR, thank you. 2.5 million, done deal. I was hoping Mike Ashley would give me some more money than 13. So yes, we're going to offer him a contract. We're going to go 30 above, give him some decent money, we're going to give him a nice clean sheet bonus, and we're going to give him a 4-year contract. Don't like 3-year contracts, do prefer the 4 and 5-year contracts. And he's a young lad, you know, he's 24 as I said, so that's quite cool. There goes Guthrie. Cheerio, son, thank you. Not a great fan of Guthrie. I didn't like the way he left Everton originally to go to Newcastle, but that's by the by. So I'm really happy I've got a new centre back. The problem I'm going to have with now is who I'm going to drop out. Obviously, I'm more likely going to remove Williamson. He's just not up to it, you know. Probably is a really good player. No disrespect to him, but I'm gonna drop him out. I'm going to put my new signing in there, and hopefully we can form a decent partnership at the back. Now, the next player I'm really going to be looking for is I want someone who's creative, who can score me goals. And there was 2 players that I could think of, and just so you know, the friendlies, I'm not going to bother playing the friendlies. I don't see the point of playing friendlies. It doesn't really affect anything within the game. And it just takes more time, to be honest, just to play them. So I'm just going to sim through the friendlies. We then get a cheeky offer from Hanover for Taylor for 6.5 million. And this, I paused for quite a while on this. But I thought to myself, I could do with the money. Do I really need him? I've already got a centre back, and if needs be, I've got Williamson to cover. So I took the money, to be honest. I needed the money, realistically, to give me some additional fundage to go for the 2 players I'm going to talk about, which one is Clint Dempsey from Fulham. I fancy having a punt for him. You know, he scored a lot of goals for Fulham in the season just gone. He's a really good player. And also, probably will come a bit of a surprise to people, but I quite fancy Tim Cahill. I really do rate Tim Cahill. I think he's a really good player. I'm surprised Everton let him go. So as you can see, we're going to be working with 9.5 million, and our wage budget is 63,800. So yes, Ashley, stick your hand in your tight pocket, son. Jesus, I was expecting at least a starting budget of around 20 to 25 million. That would have been a really nice basis. Now, I wouldn't mind having a poke at a few other players. I wouldn't mind having a crack at Leighton Baines, to be honest with you. Really do rate him, but I haven't got the funds to do that. There is a couple of other defenders, but just don't have the money. So as I say, Clint Dempsey, his estimated worth is 9 million. So I was going to be cheeky and offer what I had budget-wise, which is 9.5. I think it's a little bit unrealistic, as you can imagine. They're going to want a little bit more. And obviously I'm going to go for Tim Cahill. Yes, he's 31. He's only rated, I think it's 78. But he is a really, really good player. You know, he can sit in that hole quite nicely. He makes great runs. He's not bad with his head. And he's got a mean shot on him. I did have a look at Jack Rodwell, but do you know what? I think he's fractionally overrated, especially the money they're looking at is a little bit excessive. So yes, I went OTT. I thought, do you know what? I'd both do them at 9.5 million, see what happens, see who I get. If I get him, I get him. If I don't, I don't. As you can see, Fulham are willing to reconsider, and they want 11.5 million. Unfortunately, Mike Ashley wouldn't give me any more money because he's too busy investing that in Rangers currently. So I'm going to take the Tim Cahill offer. You know, I don't think that's a bad deal. I think that's quite good. And the Tottenham one, the transfer offer, Tottenham are after Ben Arthur. Well, I didn't really bother looking at it because I'm not going to let Ben Arthur go. Ben Arthur is a quality player, and he's going to be that. You know, I want to build my team around Ben Arthur. I've got two cracking strikers in Bar and Cece, who I'm really chuffed with, and I want Ben Arthur to be a figure point for me, and that's what I'm going to build my team around. And hopefully he'll be the key factor to winning a lot of games. So, as you can see, I claim that we can make Europe. Well, that's the whole point of this series. Predictive League finishes 7th. I'm a little bit disappointed. I still think we can make top 4. As I've said, I'm not the greatest FIFA player. So it's going to be an interesting series because I do get a little bit frustrated. Cahill takes the offer. I'm not surprised I offered him bloody good money. And that's a bit of a surprise. But I'm going to drop TIO out. And I'm going to bring Cahill in. I do like TIO. I think he's a cracking little player. But I just want Tim Cahill in the side. I'm probably going to mix up Cabai, Cahill, TIO, utilise them all. And I guess, like anything, buying a new centre-back has caused a few issues. Williamson says he's really enjoyed the chance to warm up games and he feels I give him an opportunity. Well, yeah, you will get an opportunity with suspensions, injuries, you know. Football's all about rotation, keeping your players happy, so I should hopefully do that. Some interesting transfers, if you notice on the right-hand side. Modric actually went to United for 35 million, and also United bought Kabul for 12 million, which surprised me. And then we sold Hernandez to Inter Milan for 25 million. So there was some interesting transfers going on there. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you later, guys, in episode 2.